So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Welcome back to another beautiful episode that you have been longing for. This is Beyond the Books, and this is another episode. I'm your co-host, Spesihle Tabete. I'll be taking you through today with our lovely guest that we have today. So, yeah. Buti, can you please tell us who you are?
My name is Tumelo, Nxumalo.
Yes.
I am a student in the University of Eswatini, currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in information technology.
Information technology. Wow. What do you like about your program or your course?
I wouldn't say there's something I like about it. It's just that out of the options that I had, it is what I figured I should do.
Does it really relate to who you are at sociable level?
I would say it does and it doesn't, because I'm a person who likes being alone most of the time, and you see, courses like programming allow me to just be alone and be creative. But sometimes being in the IT space, you have to collaborate with people. Like you have to be a person that is able to work with people.
Oh,
so
of course.
I'm not very good at that, but it is a good stretch.
Okay. So njengoba usho igama lakho Umshumayeli. Did you say that?
Yeah. They have called that something.
You're called that. Oh, Umshumayeli. Umshumayeli uthume ngani? Who is Umshumayeli? Apart from Umshumayeli that we know at the University of Eswatini, Umshumayeli that is pursuing a degree in IT. Who is Umshumayeli?
So Umshumayeli is a poetry brand that I believe was given by God to me. When I started doing poetry like 4 years ago, I just wanted to do poetry, and then the thought was, what should I represent? What should my poetry preach, or rather speak about to people? And then this name just came up, and then I decided that I would do poetry that preaches the gospel.
Oh, not that Umshumayeli is a name that you were given by your parents, but it is something that is from something that you want to work.
I was not given by my parents. Yeah, I was not given by my parents. I named myself.
It's crazy how I actually thought that was your name. So you are into poetry. What drives you to pursue poetry? As you have mentioned earlier that you're this type of a person who likes to be a loner, likes being alone, and yet we know that in poetry you have to interact with people, the audience, and everything.
Not necessarily interact with the audience. You see, poetry, most of it's performance. You see, performance is not really interacting with the audience. What made me like poetry is that I think I've always liked writing in general, because I started writing like in grade 6. I was writing rap songs, yo, my man.
Oh my goodness.
From grade 6. I wasn't very good at that time. One time my uncle saw the book that I used to write my songs, and he laughed at me. He said, you should stop doing this now.
It's quite funny because you're saying you used to rap in high school, and are you this type of people who are saying, "Good morning, Swaziland. Thank you, Swaziland," after performing their songs?
Yeah. But I wasn't really perform. Okay, I did, but not that. I wasn't performing. I just made the songs, and then I listened to them. And my family, because I was living in the house, obviously.
Oh, okay. And then you thought to yourself, oh, maybe I should venture into poetry because I have this beautiful skill of writing.
It started when I became a Christian, I'd say. You see, when I became a Christian, I decided to now write gospel rap. But then the aim was for people to hear what I'm saying. I then thought that poetry would allow me for people to hear me in real time. Like now, you see, when in rap, I was very fast when I was happy, Like you will hear me when you have to sit down with the song and listen. But with poetry, you will hear me now as I'm talking to you now. And I wanted that's what I wanted. So I decided to do poetry.
Okay, that's beautiful. I keep on hearing you touching on God, Christianity, religion. How's your relationship with God?
My relationship with God is, I would say I'm like let's say there is a husband who has a prostitute wife who continues forgiving that wife. Me, I'm the prostitute wife.
Oh, okay.
God is always merciful. God always has his arms open for me, and I'm the one who is some way. Let's say that.
So now we understand why you are doing poetry that is gospel related. Oh, okay. Do you care to do some lines?
I'll do it towards the end.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Anywho, then you're a Christian and everything is going on, and then we see you on social media, TikTok, of course, and then we see you doing, I don't know what to call it. Is it street interviews or
just another public interview?
Yeah, just another public interview. Crack a joke, please.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what inspires that? What pushes you to actually do street just another interview? What pushes you? What's the motive?
You see, I firmly believe that my calling is in the evangelistic side of things. Like, you see, when I became a Christian, I had a dream one day. You see, in that dream, I was like in a classroom. You see, and then you see in a classroom when the teacher has not yet arrived, when everyone is making
all over the place.
Yeah. Someone entered the class and then was in front by the board, and then they started singing a song, a very nice song. The song says, "I wanna be more like you, Jesus." I don't know if you know that song, but yeah, they started singing that song, and then I admired the person singing, but everyone else is like they couldn't see that person. I was the only one. It's a dream, please.
It's a dream, of course.
And then I was the only one who could see that person, not just seeing the person, admiring them. Such a nice song. I also want to be more like Jesus. I mean,
my goodness.
And I was paying attention, and then I decided to sing along with the person. And listen to this. The moment I uttered the first word, "I wanna be more like you," the whole class turned, same time, and looked towards me. I didn't mind them. I continued singing. But when I continued singing, they now joined. They couldn't see the person, but they could hear me. And they sang with me. I strongly believe that was a way of God telling me what my calling is. That they will hear me as I'm leading them to Jesus. They will hear. I believe it.
Yo, it sounds so emotional. My emotions are so high right now. Oh, that's very beautiful. It's very beautiful because we also understand the message that you're trying to give to the people. I feel like the objective yakhona kusuke kubuta abantu ukuthi do they actually know God? Like, how's their relationship with God and everything, encouraging them to know God.
And those who are Christians, is for them to say, Charlie, review yourself. How is it going? I mean, I'm not perfect. No one is. You see, the word of God says, "For all have sinned. There's none righteous, no, not one." But as a Christian, there's this thing of self-righteousness. You see, most of the time, what I've also seen as I'm doing these interviews is that those who are Christians will lean on it. Like, will lean on how good they are, how they go to church, how they do all that. I mean, we are not good, all of us. It's for me to try and remind those who already are Christians that as much as you are a Christian, remember that the idea is Jesus.
Of
Lean on
course.
him, not
course.
on the things that you think you're good. You think you're good. Me, yeah, I'm doing public interviews, interviewing people about God. Me, I'm doing poetry about God.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's a powerful message. Okay. In terms of I feel like you're getting a lot of traction on TikTok and everything. How is that like? Isn't it that affecting your life, your Christian life? Whereby everyone is like exposed to you now. They know you. It's more like you're a famous person. Isn't that not getting to you, or I don't know?
I've always been loud. I've always been loud, even before I was a Christian. So it's not time for me to be shy now. Like I've always when if I can tell you my stories. Me, before I became a Christian, I used to have public even relationships. I used to be cherished on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. All that. I used to have a trading relationship. I hope, Charlie, if you see this, please don't be mad. I used to have a trading relationship that the girl would change their Facebook handle into my name, like Tumelo, things like that.
What?
I used to be very loud.
Okay.
Well, I used to brag about going to parties.
That
I used
sounds
to
so funny.
go live on Facebook. Charlie, I'm carrying a bottle of alcohol. I used to be very loud.
Okay, a quick question. Now you're touching on another interesting topic rather. When you're saying you used to be a famous person, FB shares, the parties and everything, when was that? Like after, like before you actually met Christ, or?
Of course, of course, it was before I met Christ. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not time for me to now, because now I'm a Christian. It's time for me to be shy about my life. It's now that I have to be really loud, because I used to be loud about the bad things I used to do. Me, I used to be a sheriff. I used to say anything on social media if it will get likes. If it will get likes.
Of course.
I used to tell people, okay, now I'm going to have sex. Okay, I'm coming back, and then
Jeez.
I'm telling you,
Behind the keyboard.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, what that one quick just that one thing long more like an advice that you can give to another young person lo ngatikhanza, or maybe lo situation lefanana nalo Tumelo lomdzala, not the Tumelo that we have now.
An advice that I would give to someone who is in the stage that I was then is Jesus. You see, my story is, I would say that God really liked me. I mean, because even how I became, I still don't understand even today. Because someone just invited me to church. I went. The person had invited me to church for like 3 months. I was still blowing them off, saying, Charlie, I will come. I will come next week. I'll come next week. I'll come next week. It's funny now that they are doing it to me, but I will come next week. And then on the 3rd month, I was like, let me just go to this church. In my mind, I was just going so that the person will stop worrying me. But I stayed. How I stayed, I don't know. I've become what I am now by the grace of God.
So the message is they should turn to God.
Yeah, I mean now, if you would tell me in the state that I was then, would say Tumelo, turn to Christ, yeah, I'd laugh at you, because at that time I would even write like blaspheme God on Facebook. Like I would even joke about God. I would even write jokes about the Bible to say, at least who is dumb enough to believe that a person can build what do you call this? An ark that can have every animal. Now a lion and a chicken is in the same place. No one is eating someone. Me, I would write about that. People would laugh.
Okay. Oh, I get. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I actually have to divert our attention to poetry once again. How many poems do you have at the moment?
I don't know. Like when you say how many poems
Like
is
written stuff, like I don't know,
okay,
maybe.
there are three kinds of poem that a poet can have.
Mm-hmm.
The first kind is the kind that he hasn't written, but he has the poem
All
as an
right.
idea.
Okay.
And then the second type is the written one, but you haven't memorized.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you're professional, I don't believe in reading poems on stage. So you can have a poem written down, but when you haven't memorized it, you still don't have that poem. And then the third one is memorized poems, the ones that you are confident
Mm-hmm.
about, because you can memorize, but you're not confident to say it
Mm-hmm.
in public because you may forget lines.
Mm-hmm.
So which ones are you talking about?
The ones that you have memorized. That
Mm.
if I were to ask you,
To
what's
recite.
oh, yes, and then what's your favorite poem? Kulanka Lusuwa memorizile, and what's the message that is being spread by it?
Okay, I'd say I'm confident with, let's say, 5. Some of them I remember, but they are no longer in the quality that I'm in now. You see, as a writer, you grow.
Transaction.
Yeah, you grow, and then other poems. It's not like you don't like them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If you maybe you'd rewrite them to meet the quality
The
that
crowd.
you are now.
Of course.
I'd say I have 5 that I can recite as Umshumayeli now.
Mm-hmm.
5. 3 in English and 2 in Siswati.
Mm-hmm.
That I can say this is the quality that I am in now. The other ones, it's of the past. I can't. Put them
Do
on.
you get invited to recite poems?
You asked about my favorite poem while I was waiting for that part.
Of course, of course. Sorry, continue.
So my favorite poem is it's titled "I See Him."
I see him. Okay.
The poem, if I don't cry, please.
I
You see that
him.
poem? It describes a person. It describes a person who. So the person speaking is in hell with a friend in hell, and then someone is walking into hell, but that person walking in is a person who they used to see as a church goer, rooted into it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when Jesus says that you will one day you'll say that I used to do blah 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 in your name, but I'll say I never knew you. That person is walking in, and then these ones are talking about him. I see, I remember him. He was always on his way to church as far as I remember him.
I've actually listened to that poem.
That's my favorite poem because it encouraged me. It encourages me to say, Charlie, that shouldn't be your story. That shouldn't be my story, please. Hey, it shouldn't.
You should be actually what you claim to be.
What I preach.
What you preach to the people. Okay, that's a key takeaway. That's very important. Yeah, it's about that time where you have to do some 3 lines in yana.
Powerful. So you're looking for a poem in which language?
I mean, I'm an English lady, and my listener is an English lady and a gentleman, so of course.
And these people are educated.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I see. So when
Are
I say
we allowed to scream?
you can do whatever you want.
Of course.
Should I say that I see him poem or something else?
I don't know. Yeah, I see him.
So when I say I see him, you say I remember him. So you're helping me out.
Oh my goodness.
It's simple. Just to say
All right.
I remember him.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we can
collaborate.
Yeah, collaborate one day.
I see him.
That is dancing.
I remember.
Of course. Start.
Let me just do my poem. Listen.
No, I want to.
Okay. I see him.
I remember him.
I see him.
I remember him.
He was always on his way to church as far as I remember him. At first he was an usher. At a point he joined the choir. He even got to the point where he was holding the mic and was the one preaching on the pulpit. His sermons were always on fire. I see him.
I remember him.
I see him.
I remember him.
But how come he's here with us? With the rest of us who rejected Christ? How come he didn't make it to heaven like the rest of his pals he used to hang around? I see him.
I remember him.
I see him.
I remember him.
Rumors say that he was never born again, that he was devoted to church but not to Christ, that he was devoted to singing but not to Christ, that he was devoted to preaching but not to Christ, that he was devoted to everything except for that which really matters, Jesus Christ. Going to church is not enough to get you to heaven. Singing in the choir is not enough to get you to heaven, but Jesus Christ is enough to get you to spend eternity with God. His blood is sufficient for all, whether you are young, whether you are old. And one day, may he see us and may he remember us seated at the right-hand side of the throne of God. Mina ke ngumshumayeli ngibubulisa kwendlovu livlam libhudlo lishiya umehluko emhlabeni kanti ke liyafana neliqilongo uma liqedza ngifemfetha libashiya bathi qobonga. Mina ngumshumayeli.
Guys, who's chopping onions? Who's chopping onions in here? Oh, that was so beautiful. Like, it's actually touching, uplifting. Now sad. It's quite beautiful. Thank you so much, Umshumayeli, for being sibonelo lesihle kubamzi labasha. It is very beautiful to see a young person devoted in God, rooted in God, doing it for the Lord, actually. Akukhathalekile ukuthi you are at the university level, where you are, your achievements and everything, but kubeka uNkulunkulu as the foundation of everything that you do. It's quite so pleasing. Yeah, it's about that time where we...
Are you a Christian?
Of course, my dear. Like, I just, outside of God, I'm nothing. Of course. Yeah. So, I love that topic. Anyways, stay kokanga pandle. It is about that time la khona ke sesi evalelisa. Isikhathi sethu ke asekho la. What can you say?
What can I say?
As a goodbye message, Nyana.
To the people or to you?
Myself as well. To the people, of course.
I'll just encourage people that, I feel like a lot of people, especially those who are already Christians, beat themselves up when they make mistakes. They end up sitting on those mistakes. I'd encourage people that the aim is heaven. That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how much you fall, rise up. The word of God says a just man falls 7 times and rise up again. He's talking about a just man. As me and you are not just. Are you just? We're not just at all. Not. So if a just man falls 7 times, us maybe would fall 700 times. I don't know. But the aim is to rise up again. That's all I have to say.
Hi. Anywho, let us rise up. Umshumayeli as his hand. But anyways, we will catch you once again in another episode. This is Beyond the Books. Of course, we are bringing you the nicest, the dopest, the freshest of them all. Beyond the books, beyond everything, beyond every academic life. Bye.
So back to what I was saying. Could be us.